So you will be in Long Beach for your birthday.
I will be. I will be. Yes,
Okay. Your birthday is on a Sunday,
it is
and
the
I will be out
first
there
and the
to
last day of the week.
yes, and I will be out there for that same time frame.
Okay.
So maybe Sunday we can link up.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the plans with the nephews?
I have no plans actually. That's what's kind of cool about it. I can do what I want.
We like that though.
Lex has a football game Friday, but
Okay.
I can't make that unless I flew because this and that I think four is his first game. He's got two, but Saturday's got basketball tournament,
Okay. Okay.
so that's what I'm
Well,
doing Saturday. But there's no plans for Sunday.
okay. Well, no plans is good plans because then that means you can make plans.
Absolutely.
There we
Or like
go.
I said, I do what I want.
All right, everybody.
Yes.
Welcome back to another episode of Sports Bros. I am your host, Ken Collins, and as always, I am joined with my brother, Kyle Collins, and we are finishing up our NFL predictions as, man, the season is fast approaching. I think the last preseason games are this weekend coming up. I'll be in attendance for the Thursday night football game out here in Vegas for
The
Raiders and
precursor for
Niners. The precursor for
November 9th.
November. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's the last preseason game, so they're
Yeah,
probably going to play more of the starters.
yeah, this is gonna be the last two uh our last game that both teams are gonna be playing with the same people.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because when they meet, ain't no telling who's gonna be on the team.
Okay, yeah, that's very true. That's very true. So, in the spirit of all of that, we've been playing
Yes.
our mix and match, coming up with how we think the season is going to end, and we got our seedings. Um, I'll run down mine real quick, and then I'll let you run down yours. Actually, I think I got both.
Yeah, I
For
was gonna say yeah.
for the NFC, we both actually have the Rams at the number one seed. Uh, I've got the Lions taking the number two seed, and he's got Green Bay at the number two seed. I have Atlanta at the four seed. You've got Tampa Bay at the four seed. We both have Seattle at the fifth, and where we differ is on the sixth and seventh, where I've got San Francisco at six and Green Bay at seventh, and you've got the Lions at six, and you've got the Niners, San Francisco at seventh. Man,
Uh, there's no outlandish picks in there though. There's nothing that stands out as a real stretch uh, as far as those teams making the playoffs. I think.
okay. So if we're breaking down the NFC, we'll start there, and then we'll go to the AFC, remind them where we got, and kind of get the things. We know that, so we both got the Rams with a first round bye. Okay. So that means we've got for you, you've got Green Bay and San Francisco playing in that first wild card spot, which should be very interesting, right? And then I've got Green Bay and the Lions. So both of us have Green Bay playing wild card weekend.
Right. So we're in the divisional then, right?
Yeah, we're in the NFC. We're in the NFC. Yeah. So in the division and wild card, they all kind of coincide because only one team gets a bye, which is the number one seed, and then all the other teams play each other.
Hmm.
Um, and based off the division, we know that's how your seeding kind of goes, who won the division and then by record, right? So let's start with your matchup because that's a classic right there. Green Bay and San Francisco, that goes back. It's got history in the NFC. So for you, who do you have taking the game between San Francisco and Green Bay?
Uh, I mean, considering this is all hypothetical anyway, right? So healthy,
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Niners, I think they win that game. I think their momentum going in, just based on the way they played last year coming into the end of the season. They've got a few different pieces that I think actually bolster their offense, which is kind of where they needed a little more umph. Not that the defense was that solid, but I think that that stabilizes them a little bit, and they pull that game off against Green Bay.
Okay. So you got them in the lower seed, but winning against Green
Hmm.
Bay. I've got Green Bay in the lower seed going against, I would have them going against the Lions. And of course, I got the Lions winning that one.
Hmm.
Okay. So, oddly enough, we both have Green Bay not advancing past the first game of the
The
playoffs.
divisional, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
the
they're done.
divisional. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Well, shoot, we ain't got to talk about that too much more. Moving along. All right. So then for me, that would put San Francisco against the Eagles. Okay. And for you, that would be the boys, the Cowboys versus Detroit.
Mhm.
So who you got? Is it the boys or the Lions?
If my predictions and one of my top four fantasy picks, Pickens, comes to fruition for me, I think the Cowboys pull that off.
Oh, snaps. Oh, snaps.
I,
You got
I
the
think it's going to be a hell of
Cowboys.
a game.
You
I
got
think
the
it's going to be a hell of
Cowboys
a
winning a
game.
playoff game, y'all. He got the
I
Cowboys
do.
winning a
I
playoff
do. I
game.
got them winning a playoff game.
Golly. The disrespect to Detroit right now by you is crazy.
It's really not though.
Crazy.
They've been
It's
there and have not
crazy.
finished it up, but healthy. So yeah, healthy. I think it's gonna come down to a field goal or like a special teams player or some shit. But I still think that the Cowboys, if they're in the position I think they're gonna be in, they're gonna be a better team at that point in the year and win that game.
Okay. Hey, you know, this is how you see it. This is how you see
Hmm.
it. We can only go by how you see it. All right. Well, that leaves the Eagles and the Niners for me. And I have the 49ers pulling that off. Again, they stay healthy throughout the season. This is going to be a really hard team to beat.
Hmm.
Really, really, really hard team to beat. Okay. Um, I just think the Niners can pull off something little special to have that kind of deep run. Um, I think Kyle Shanahan will come back to the sideline sooner than later. It looks like he'll be there probably week one, if not week two or three at the latest.
I mean, it's not
Um,
like he's not gonna be in their ear. I know it's not the same as being on
right.
the
It's
field,
it's
but
not the same as being
yeah.
on the field, but if all you got to do is weather the storm for the first couple of games,
Mhm.
then you should be fine. All right. Well, then that leaves the final matchup. You've got Tampa Bay versus Seattle on yours, and I got Seattle versus Atlanta. So we both have Seattle in this game. Who do you have winning yours though?
This is my twist. I do have Tampa Bay winning that game.
This guy's crazy.
I do have Tampa
This
Bay winning
guy's
that game.
crazy. This guy's got the defending Super Bowl champs going out in the first round of the playoffs. This guy's crazy. I don't know what's happening right now.
Nothing's happening right now.
I,
We
th-
got to
that
shake it up. I don't think. I
that
don't think. I don't think the Seahawks are gonna. I don't
that's
think they're gonna do
crazy.
it.
Okay.
That's where they're gonna kick in the face because I
All
think
right.
they're gonna come out thinking they're the better team, and
They are the
I
better
still have.
team.
I have faith in
They
Baker.
got the
I'm
hardware.
not saying they're not the better team. That was misunderstood. They are the better team, but thinking that they ain't playing other professionals. And the guys get like that. They get that what do they call it, Super Bowl hangover. They come in, oh, we got uh, you know, Tampa Bay and who's their quarterback? I mean, come on now. People like that kind of he comes in with a chip on his shoulder, you know. If he's healthy, I think Tampa Bay shocks everybody.
Okay.
You have Vegas bet that.
He said you in Vegas bet that. That's hilarious. All right. All right. So you got Tampa. I got the Seahawks. Come on now, it's the Seahawks.
I knew
Because
I knew you had the
I got the
Seahawks.
Seahawks. I'm not even. I'm not going to disrespect them like that. That
I don't think
is
it's disrespectful.
super crazy to me that you even have that. But I find that quite hilarious that that's what it's going to be. Okay. Well then, moving on. So for your bracket, then that gives you. Oh, actually, that gives both of us. So we'll start there. We won't even got to just do that. That means we both have the Rams in San Francisco in that next round.
Hmm.
So now this is where the rubber meets the road with these two teams with us. Because, Daddy Squad.
You
We from
can't
the
you
Bay.
can't bet against that like
We
that.
are you know what I'm saying, yeah, we from Oakland, but we watch them what I'm saying. I like seeing them win except for against the Raiders. Um
So are you gonna be a fan right now?
no, I'm gonna be a fan of football, and I'm gonna tell you the
Thank
Rams are
you.
gonna win that game, or at least that's how I have it. I got the Rams winning. Now it's what are you doing on
Oh
that one?
no, the Rams are for sure winning. I
Okay,
don't see any team beating them healthy.
okay, okay. He's got the Rams winning. All right. So then that leaves you got the Cowboys versus Tampa Bay, and we got the Lions versus the Seahawks on my end. We'll start with you. Who do you have?
Oh, for I'm sorry. Where are we at again?
We are at the you got Cowboys and Tampa
Oh yes.
in the other matchup.
Yeah, I think Cowboys.
This guy's got the Cowboys going to the conference finals, y'all.
I do. I
That's
do.
crazy.
Yes.
That's
And
crazy.
no disrespect to my Niner fans, okay? It's not personal, I promise.
That's crazy. Wow. I think the Seahawks pull it off against Detroit. So my NFC conference finals, I've got the Rams versus the Seahawks, and you've got the Rams versus the Cowboys. So where we're in agreement is we've got the Rams making it all the way to the conference finals, the both of us. Our only difference, I got the Seahawks getting back there again. You've got the Cowboys getting there this year.
Hmm.
Okay. Who you
Dak is on
got?
his last leg.
Who do you have winning the conference finals?
The Rams. This that is just a no-brainer as it gets. I think it's
Okay.
gonna be a great game though. I'm looking forward to that game. I got some Dallas fans I'm gonna have to hang out for the first three quarters and then leave because they're gonna get crazy when they lose. So I'm gonna but
I
yeah,
got
the Rams are gonna bring it to them.
I have a friend of mine that when I show her this, she's gonna be very disappointed in me. Very disappointed in me. But hey, I gotta go with what I think. And you and I are in agreement. I got the Rams winning the NFC. So I got the Rams going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
All right. So for
I,
the NFC,
I don't like that any more than you do, but it's the truth.
man, that was that was that was hard right there, boy. That was hard. All
Yep.
right. So now, all
AFC.
right, AFC, just for the breakdown again, right? We've got I got New England, you've got New England, number one seed, so they get the bye. My number two seed was the Broncos, your number two seed was the Texans. Okay. My number three seed was the Texans, your number three seed was the Broncos. We just had those flip flop. That's our only
Mhm.
difference. I got Kansas City in the fifth. You got the Colts in the fifth. I don't know where that came from. I've got Buffalo at number
Oh,
six.
you just
You got the
watch.
Steelers at number six, and I've got the Steelers at number seven, and you got the Bolts, the Chargers
Yeah.
at number seven. So that would make your first round matchup because the lowest seed places six. So we got Texans, Chargers on your end, and on my end we got Broncos, Steelers. I'll start with me
There,
this time. I got the
there we
Broncos
go.
beating the Steelers. I got the Broncos beating the Steelers.
Come
Um,
on. That's easy.
Aaron
Easy
Rodgers
money.
makes it to the playoffs one more time. I think they will him to the playoffs. I think it'll
Hmm.
be a very, very good game, but I don't think the Steelers have what it takes to get past some of these upper echelon teams.
I
Um,
mean, luck happens. You know, stranger things have happened. But you're right. On paper, as a team, and without any flukes, you're right.
um, so yeah. So Texans Chargers, who you got on that one?
I'm definitely going with the Texans on this one.
Okay. He's
I
going
think
with the Texans, y'all.
Nico's gonna have like 4 touchdowns that game.
Oh, he's gonna have like four touchdowns that game. He's
Or
gonna have like four touchdowns. All right. So then on to the next matchup. That would give you, well, shit. That means you would get the Broncos Steelers in that next round then, or for the three, right? Yeah, because of how you have that seating. So no matter what, we both have that game because you
yeah.
had this, yeah, because of our flip flop, right? So you had them one seat up. So we both got the Broncos and Steelers meeting in that first round. Who
Hmm.
do you got?
Broncos are gonna beat the Steelers.
Okay,
My coach ain't there no more anyway, so I don't care.
I heard that. All right, so then that last matchup, we both have the Ravens at the four seed. Only difference is you got the Colts playing them. I got Kansas City playing them. Do you have the Ravens beating the Colts?
I do. I think the Ravens get their shit together. Lamar, don't you disappoint me again. But I think that at full speed, him and Henry and that squad, even under some reconstruction and new management, I think that they step their game up and they win their game.
Okay.
Colts ain't gonna lay down though. It's gonna be a hard fought game. I know you don't see the Colts, but I'm telling you,
So this is crazy because I'm gonna pick the Ravens over Kansas City. Um, I don't feel confident in that pick.
but
No buts. I don't feel confident in the pick.
but you
However,
picked it. You
that's
picked
what I'm
it.
picking. Yeah. Well, because it's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and I've been touting about Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, right?
You have been. You have been.
But I feel like Jamar Lamar Jackson, he needs there's some proof that he's going to be doing out there. And I think, like you said,
Hmm.
with King Henry, I think they may be on a little bit of a tear. They now have, their new head coach. There's going to be things that they're going to want to prove. And so, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going off that, which then makes it for me an interesting matchup because the two quarterbacks that he's always going to be compared to in the AFC are going to be Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen,
Josh Allen.
which then has him meeting Josh Allen in the next round for me.
Hmm.
You've got the Ravens winning, which then means they go off to, and you had Texas winning, so they go off to play the Texans. So actually, nope, I lie. They would go play the Broncos for me. So you would have the Texans in the next round. They would be playing the Ravens, and then I apologize because the Ravens would be the four seed and they would win. So they would go on to play the Broncos, which would be the two seed. And Buffalo would go on to play New England on my
That's
end.
yeah.
Buffalo would go on to play New England. We would have the Ravens versus the Broncos. Broncos Ravens. That would be a
It's
good
a
one.
good game. That was a good
And New
game.
England Buffalo. I mean that's gonna get. So let's see. Your lower seat left would have been. You've got the Broncos over them. So it would have been. Yep. So you're gonna have Texas Ravens and then New England and
Uh, Buffalo.
yeah. No, you got the Broncos winning over the Steelers. You got the Ravens beating the Colts. I'm sorry. So the Ravens would go to New England, and the Texans and the Broncos would meet. So you got New England versus the Ravens. Who you got on that one?
Ravens.
You got Ravens beat New England?
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Shake the box.
Wow.
Hmm.
That that's crazy.
I'm
That
telling you that their first that playoff win that they get just before they go see them sets them up for success. I'm
okay.
telling you, barring any injury, that team can beat them.
So I got Broncos Ravens. And I'm just gonna keep it 100. My next three picks, I'm not real confident on because I think these games might actually be that close. And I'm kind of going how I feel right now in the moment. And so I'll just give you my two and then I'll go to your top one.
Okay.
I've got Buffalo beating New England, and I've got the Ravens beating the Broncos. And so for the AFC Championship game, I got Buffalo and Ravens. So you got the Ravens beating New England. Do you have the Texans beating the Broncos?
Yes.
So we both have the Ravens going to the AFC Championship game. I've got Buffalo's Ravens. You've got Texans Ravens. All right. Who you got?
I got oh man, this is where it gets hard for me. I'm sticking with Nico. I think the Texans is gonna be a very interesting game, but I think the Texans end up pulling it off.
Okay. I think Buffalo ends up pulling it off. Wow, this is crazy. So your Super Bowl is Rams Texans. My Super Bowl is Rams Buffalo. That's wild. I have no confidence in that. Zero. Zero. But you know what? It's what I picked. It is what it is.
It is what you got to stick with
It's
it,
what it
and when it
is.
comes
I'm gonna
true, you can be
stick
like,
with it.
"See, I said
And it
so."
was just like, look, that's
I
the way
said so.
it's the way things happen sometimes, right? It's the
Hmm.
way things happen sometimes. Stranger things that happened.
Yes, I
Um,
mean, think about it. We're talking about the Denver again. You know, I mean, they were on the struggle bus for a good one, and so to
yeah.
have winning seasons, like to have them in the upper, or later playoff picture, you know,
So then that then begs the question, who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
I don't see anybody beating the Rams. Just I don't see anybody beating the Rams. I think if they make it that far, that's. I mean, I honestly I think they bought themselves a Super Bowl and they made that trade. So I'm not going to go against my better judgment.
Okay, so what that says is we both have the Rams winning the Super Bowl. So now here's my next question to you then. If the Rams win the Super Bowl, does Matthew Stafford retire? And if
Absolutely.
he, okay, and if Matthew Stafford ends up winning two Super Bowls, given all he accomplished in Detroit and what he's done in LA, when the time comes, does he get the call to go to the Hall of Fame?
I think so. I think so. I think he earned his stripes really in Detroit, putting up numbers, but hey, and it wasn't. Yes, he's a quarterback, so they always get looked at as the reason why the team don't win, right? But it's a team sport, and they have some coaching decisions that we've seen other teams, making like, why'd they do that, and
Yeah.
end up giving games away. Unfortunately, Detroit's been known for that, which is why he's been in that purgatory for so long. But I mean, he did great things while he was there, and now it's showing because he moved to another spot. the pieces are around him and the coaching is around him, and now he's excelling at his position, which allows the team to do well. I mean, there's a lot of people that say you put any good quarterback in his spot and he should win Super Bowls, and I don't disagree, but he's in that spot and he's doing it. So we shouldn't take away from that because just because somebody who we're putting in his same class or caliber can do that. Of course they can. That's what every team is trying to do is build around that, that player who can get them to that next level. Sometimes on their own, which is why you put up a Patrick Mahomes, and I don't disagree. Like the dude is wild with like his passes and his field, his vision, all that. The things that
Yeah.
make you a champion.
I just think Patrick Mahomes, like right now, Kansas City doesn't have the wide receiver core that they need for him to really do what Patrick Mahomes can do, right?
Right,
So
because he's older now.
and it's not even that makes their offense one dimensional. It's that their defense sometimes can be suspect, and we've seen it throughout, you know, Andy Reid's coaching career where he has
Mhm.
suspect defenses, but these prolific offenses,
Right,
and dynamic
score
quarterbacks,
more.
right? Right?
Just score more. So what they scored
He's the
twice.
Mike. You might Mike D'Antoni of the NFL, right? Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. But and that's why I was like, yo, I have Buffalo going to the thing, and they look for. I just think that how they'll kind of go through some things, might get them there. But I think the Rams is probably the most complete team in the NFL right now. I agree with you. If Matthew Stafford gets two Super Bowls, I think he retires if he wins the Super Bowl, because that would be two.
Mhm.
I do believe if that does happen, he is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He did some things in Detroit that
You just didn't see very often.
if
I
he's
mean,
on if he's already in LA and he's doing those things, we be calling him a Hall of Famer right now.
no,
Right?
absolutely.
A lot of people, he probably be bigger in life and stuff like that. If he did that with a New England, or I'll put the Raiders in there, right? Because we know what the silver and black
Mhm.
is. We know what that means to football and the world. Like there's certain teams. If he was the quarterback of the 49ers and he did that, he would,
They're
and he
already talking
probably
about Hall of Fame.
right,
So
and he
he
probably would have had Super Bowls way before then because of the organizations he
not
could have
only
been
that
with.
though, he got one during the Mahomes era. He got one during this like the big names. It wasn't Matt Stafford. It was the Josh Allen. It was the Lamar. It was Patrick. Nobody was talking about him. He comes
It's
over
almost
to
Yeah, it's almost like
he
he played in kind of like two eras
two
of
eras.
QBs, right? Because
Uh-huh.
he was playing
The
when
Peyton Manning
yeah,
and
he was playing
yeah.
with all of
So
them, and he was putting up
Aaron
numbers.
Rodgers, he was putting up numbers
Yeah, he was
still.
putting up
Like
numbers. Like I tell you this much, I had him on my fantasy team a couple of times and was very happy with that.
very happy. Oh
Very
yeah.
happy with that. He would get overlooked because he's in Detroit, and it's just like
He's in
you turn
Detroit.
around,
And
he's
if you
got
didn't have
45
Megatron,
points.
you're like, wow, why would I
Right.
pick him up?
And it was like, oh, he didn't have Megatron. He goes to LA, and it's just like, okay, I'll do this
Oh,
here too. Cool.
I'll do
Right.
it.
And even after Megatron retired, he still was
He was
putting up
still
those
putting up
numbers.
numbers.
Like,
All you have to do is catch it. I'm gonna throw it to you.
yeah, I get it to you. So is that. All right. So to recap it all, we both have the Rams winning the Super Bowl. Our conference finals are for me it was the Rams and Buffalo. For you, it was the Rams and Texans, and we both have the Rams winning the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, that was our Super Bowl picks. Our conference winners on the NFC side was the Rams, the same. We differed on the AFC. I had Buffalo, you had Texas, but we both agree on the outcome of the Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
So there's our predictor. That's what it is. And we shall
Yep.
see how the
Revisit.
NFL season. We will revisit as the weeks go. Um, this weekend is the last preseason game, so then the season starts. After that, this is gonna be very interesting because we
Yep.
got we got football season coming. We got basketball season right around the corner. We keep alluding to this Christmas Day game schedule. We will get to that. I promise. I
Hmm.
promise. I promise. We will get to that. In fact, next episode we'll probably dedicate a little bit more of that to the basketball season. Just kind of going through the schedule. We won't do this too many teams. We won't do the same thing, but we'll just kind of look at it, look at the
Yep.
scheduling, see what it is. As always, we're Warrior fans. This might be Warriors heavy throughout the season, but it's gonna be fun. It'll be a fun ride. Man, what are you most excited about for the football season?
Well, my fantasy football team mostly. You know, the thank you to the Raiders. Like I don't have to stress out as much about because yeah, I get fantasy. I get good amount of that going. Um, I do want to see some of these young guys that are having to step into spots. Guys that are getting hurt already preseason, even over the summer, and now you got these young guys stepping into spots, and we've seen some serious talent in the last year out of the rookies, namely one of our own and Brock. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see, like what Brock does with a new captain, and him and Mendoza might fall into a rhythm together. Unfortunately, we got our running back is got dealing with an injury, but we got another a rookie that's a star that could be do some damage as well. But I'm just ready for some football. It gets like this every year because we only get 16 weeks. So I mean, plus the playoffs, but you know what I mean. So it's fun to be back in this mode. This is sports season,
This is sports season.
so
This
I'm
is sports
excited.
season for sure. Yeah, I'm very excited too. This is sports season. We know that means we'll get the start of NFL season, the start of the basketball season. We'll start moving into the baseball playoffs. So the World Series will be coming up. We will touch on all of those things as all of this stuff happens. We just hope you enjoy the ride with us. As always, please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and don't just subscribe. Hit that notification button so you know when the episodes drop. Hey, as always, this is Sports Bros. Peace.